Welcome back, everybody. I'm sorry, I just had to say goodnight to the kids for one last time. Let's see if the stream is up and running. I don't know if any of you have kids, but you know how that goes, right? Where you say goodbye once, or good night once, good night twice, and then they come back for a third time, and a fourth time, and a sixth time, and a seventh time, and an eighth time, and well, whatever. It goes as it goes. Welcome, everybody. Good night. Good night? No. Yeah, well, maybe if it's night at your place, well, I hope you have a good night. I was more meaning to welcome you instead of saying good night. Nevertheless, welcome, everybody. We're going to do some more greyboxing. We're going to add some enemies to the levels that I've been making. Let me move my mic up a bit. And we're going to, I don't know, work on wrenched a bit more. And maybe, usually I tend to stream about a couple of hours. Because I was actually thinking about, do I want to play some games tonight as well? But let's first make our own game. All right, let's kick it off. Here we go. I was working on this last time. Welcome. Thinking about what I did last stream. I think we did the we did the tunnel. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, we did the tunnel. We did Triton's Reach tunnel. Actually, in the meantime, I believe the day after that stream, I actually finished it. Shall we have a play? Let's do that. Why not? Let's play maximized. Let's see if it still works or if it's broken. And then maybe we'll add some enemies to this level as well. Let's see. Here we go. Should I turn on the music? It might be nicer in the background. Let me turn it down a little bit though. Although I hope it's not too loud for you. All right. So we entered with this. Wow, do I need to go through all the lore for you guys who weren't there last stream? Well, maybe. So we're making some gray boxes for a abandoned metro/maintenance tunnel level where there's going to be some bombing enemies and some exploding stuff. So you enter this through a abandoned subway station, which is underground, of course. And you enter here, and here you have some train carts, and we have some exploration over here. And there's obviously a dead end, but there might be a piece of lore or story and some collectibles over here. And so the player knows that it has to go over here. Here we introduce some deadly water, so if you would jump into the water, you would actually die. You don't right now. So what I did is I added these pipes that just sort of spill this water everywhere because I thought it was a fun idea, and I thought it honestly looked pretty awesome. So at top here, in the top left corner, it's also your left corner, yeah. There could be a glooming pickup or something that we want. And what I've been trying to do as well is take into account some of the more pro players. So like this is like the easy route, right? So you go from this to this to this. But you could also do the pro route and go from this to this to this and basically skip a whole lot of jumps. I added some environmental work, so this is also a pipe with which will be killable water. We might actually make the water kill you after we've played through. Why not? So you would have to jump over it, it's just give you something to do. And all the red areas that you're seeing, so this area as well, will have enemies in it. So you could go back and you're gonna go like, yeah, I finally got that super awesome pickup. We use the pipe as well as a platform. That was just a boring platform, but I like these toxic waste things better. So here we had the introduction of a different enemy. Wow. Am I just crazy? I should put these a little bit closer. Well, that's why we're greyboxing, right? So there will be a flying enemy here. Then this will be a section. These blocks will not be here, but they will fall down as you walk through the corridor. So it will be like, there will be tremors, because in this level there's a boss, as in many other levels. And it's like a giant tunnel digging, eating worm thing. What's a robot? Obviously, because all the enemies are robots. So there will be a lot of tremors here, and things will drop down. It will be like, you need to dodge them, and you need to jump. You need to perhaps even slash through some debris to get over. And I figured that it would be so enthralling that you would run forward and bam, everything collapses here. And so you have to go back, perhaps backtrack over the debris. You have to go over here. And here we have a section which is sort of the same. I call this the S section, which is something I like to do, because you basically have to make an S to progress. And it rhymes, so it's true. Right, so if you could imagine, you go like this, then you have to go up, then you have to go this way, and then you go back, right? So it's like an S movement. Here there would be more enemies. Oh yeah, so for like the pros, if they knows, for the pros and anyone who knows, there's like a pickup here as well. So if you want to get it, then you would have to go back again. But of course, obviously, if you're a pro, then you can go right away before you go up, get that pickup. I kind of like doing those things. These are bridges, and these bridges will drop down as soon as you step on them. So there will be, again, a tremor, like, and the bridge will start falling down. I actually thought I made these pipes so that you can jump on them, but oh no, I might have moved them up because I thought it was no, because I was going to say you would skip the falling down of things, but you will have this one, and you will have this one. Or can you? Yeah, so you can actually already skip everything. So you wouldn't have to be able to land on the pipes. But what else? Here, I wanted to have sort of a section where you would like have to destroy some environmental elements, or actually use some of the enemy's projectiles, not projections, to destroy something. So you would come to this area with more of the pipes, which is more of a laid-back, explorative area. Welcome everyone. I see I have a question. Are you using Platformer Project or from Asset Store for movement? No, it's basically I made it myself. Made it myself. I'm using Unity's character controller as a base for Carly, and on top of that, I made my own state machine, basically, which takes care of the rest. There's some skinnies over here. Mind you, these, of course, now I can jump off of them, but these will be limited. So the camera won't be able, because technically you're in a tunnel, right? So you have a left wall and a right wall. But in this case, I cannot show the right wall because that would completely block off the entire screen. But I would like the camera to sort of stay here, somewhere here. And so that when Carly would move towards the camera wouldn't move back, but stays in the tunnel. But I'm not going to do that right now because that's quite a bit of a hassle to set up right and change. Yeah, using bounce, Yusuf, yeah. that needs to change if the art changes and stuff like that. So I'd like to do that at the end when all the art is in, so that I can make it, or at least one step before everything is final, so you can make it look good, right? So here is where we left off the stream last time, I believe. Might have to... I wouldn't put my hand in fire for that. But the idea is that these sections have moving water, like a waterfall, so you would like actually move down with these blocks. So you could actually, if you wanted to, stay still, and you would move very slowly off this ledge. And well, if you stay on the platform, you would actually go here. And I'm thinking of putting in some secret area here, so that if you make it to this end, you would have to platform back, but you would get like a secret, right? Or you can jump off and here have a battle with some enemies, and then you would go on. So this is a new area, and I wanted to use all the elements that I've used before. So we have the deadly water. Well, of course you're not supposed to go there. And you have more of these pipes. And we're using them as a platforming tool right now. I believe over here was just some battle and some exploration. Yeah, so this is actually the way forward, but again, I will have enemies on top of this ledge, so if you want the extra, and on top of this ledge as well. So if you want to have like the extra material, the extra points. Oh, I thought I made this easier. Well, this is perhaps a bit of a hard jump. Should be a bit easier. But you can go up as well. Destroy all the bomb dropping bots. I will show you the bomb dropping bots in a second. Those are actually really fun. But nevertheless, you would get to this section, and this section is actually sort of a story beat as well as an important part. So the debris that you're seeing right here sort of needs to look as if it was just cleared. So there is someone in this room who you need to rescue and set free, which is one of the scouts from the Triton's Reach. He has been, or she has been, I'm not really sure what I'm going to make it, locked in here, and you can use, I don't know, your destructive powers to clear all the debris and save them. It's called them. Then we go on, then we do some more battle with some bots, and then this is one of my favorite sections. So I really liked the idea of adding some verticality to this tunnel as well, since they're on the ground anyway. So I figured, why not make some pipes go up as well? And no. Sorry, I'm going to cheat my way out of it. Oh, wow. I thought I could make that, but I can't, so that's good to know. Yeah, I like that. And so here we have another river thing, but this time we're going with the current. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And here, well, this pipe is a problem because it blocks the view. And here you actually go over the edge, but then you can... This block symbolizes a block falling over the edge, but when you jump off, you can actually make it to the other side. That would actually be pretty dope to see working. Then we have a little explorative area where I want to add some story beats, perhaps some I don't know, perhaps some information about the war. Perhaps some people have been hiding over there. And some more of that. And then we have a battle. Here's an area where there are some bots and you get to fight a little bit. Here are some more fighting going on. Here's some more fighting with more of the larger, bigger bots actually. And then, of course, what comes up? Oh, I missed. Must come down. This is again one of those sections which has a waterfall going down. Maybe I'll add a secret here as well. For the people thinking, if you did it once, you might do it twice. I might. I think I forgot to fill this area because this area feels really empty. Or maybe this is also a bit of exploration, but feels a bit empty. So here we actually, I repeat the S movement again, but perhaps with different assets. Assets, like it. But I do love this. And then, like I said, oh yeah, here was the part where we go down. What goes up must come down. And I have actually, I'm using a teleporter door here to teleport you down. But, hey, oh, the door's in the, or the, does that work? The bounding box was in the wall. But actually, you could also go down if you just want to platform. You might pick up some pickups. Pick up some extra stuff. Well, here is some more fighting. Some more fighting going on down here as well. Up here maybe. And then here is another area where stuff will fall down and you will have to avoid it, and there are tremors and they're getting worse and worse and worse, and they're actually so bad that you might not even see what you're exactly doing, and then you finally reach the end and the door that you've been looking for, because you've been looking for a specific door, or not a door, you're looking for a valve because you need to turn on the water, because you need to flood something in part of the metro station so that you can ride a boat out of it. And that is in this room, but then, oh no, there's this giant worm thing. I don't know, I liked adding it. And like I said last time, I was really inspired by the Kirby boss, which is the blobby lion thing that will come at you, so you will have to dodge it and dodge stuff that is falling, and you will have to dodge his projectiles, and then on the way there are switches here everywhere. You need to turn all those switches off without dying, and you have to dodge him and dodge bombs and bullets and stuff like that. And then in the end, after all the... Now, I'm not really sure how this boss fight is going to go, but perhaps what I'm thinking about now is that if you turn on all the valves, something will happen that will kill the worm. Perhaps he will flush away or something like that. Something in that capacity. Oh, another one here. Oh no, but he's coming closer. And of course stuff is falling and the thing is chasing you and everything is terrible. But by the end, you turn on all the valves and you are the hero. Right? Let me check chat real quick. Will there be... Yeah, I like a good cutscene every once in a while, so there will definitely be some cutscenes. Also, oh no, that's a different level. I'm thinking of a different level, which is the factory level. There, I sort of feel like I'm spoiling too much, but you know, there's only 6 of you watching, so you'll be in on it. All right. So there's actually a person following you in the factory, which will have a couple of cutscenes to show that you're being followed and stuff like that. But yeah, there will also be fight cutscenes. Yeah. So Frost asks how I plan my level design. If I draw first or just put stuff together in the scene. basically put stuff together in the scene. I have an idea of what the level has to be. So I've written a full document about everything the player does in Wrenched, so from start to finish. So I know what pickups need to be where, which characters they will meet where, which story beats they need to catch. I know where they are going to be, what the environment is like, why the environment is like that. So I basically have the whole story fleshed out, right? So I know this is a tunnel, and I know why it was abandoned. I know how it looks. I know there's like luminous barnacles on the wall, stuff like that. I know that it is blocked off because, well, all these sorts of things. I know there's like this giant worm, so there's debris falling down. I know there's enemies, typical enemies throwing bombs and stuff like that. So I basically know a shit ton of stuff about the level. And then, of course, in my free time or whatever during work, I, think about stuff. So I try to visualize in my head how stuff would look, and I make a lot of tests. This one, actually, we did on stream, which went amazing. As I said, first, I like to make a length gray box. So if I turn this one off, you would see that it's only basically flooring. In this case, I could use the flooring as well as the flooring for the level, but for the factory, you will see in a little while, I didn't. But this sort of gives me a global length of the level, and sort of directions I want to go, and then I basically start filling it in. But because I know almost everything about the story, about what needs to be done. I know, there needs to be a room which the player needs to clear from the debris. I know I have enemies throwing bombs, so I need lots of walkways and platforms. They can throw bombs down. I know I want it to be partially flooded because it's underwater, so it will have water sections, so it made sense to have these pipes without flowing out water. And as you can hear, my decisions are informed by what I already know. So I did a lot of planning, yes, but I did not necessarily sketch out the level. But because I know all these elements need to come together, I can sort of work things out. And as you can see in the previous stream, it's up on the channel. You can have a watch. We basically did all of this. You can sort of see my process. And in about 2.5 hours, we made like half a level. And I think it's decent. It will definitely change. As for the factory, I actually redid that, the foundry, the demolition floor. I fully redid that. Solo, welcome everyone. Asks if I'm going to have a hub world that has an upgrade store, secrets, characters, NPCs. It's basically a rather linear path, but there are certain areas that don't have any enemies, but a lot of NPCs that you meet along the way, and some places you will visit multiple times. So, sort of, yeah. Here it is. Licks Movies asks, hey man, just checking on how you are. Are you affected by the recent Unity disaster? Hope you can finish your game without trouble. I sort of wanted to steer clear from the topic, although I have been really following the news, of course, because I use Unity. I use it at work. I use it for all my projects. I have been been using it a very long time. And it's such a loaded subject, right? Everyone's out of their mind and pissed. And I am also disappointed. I am very, very disappointed in Unity. I do not like the decision. I hate it, actually, to be frank. But in all honesty, I don't think that I will feel any thing of the changes that they're making. But as I've been saying also on Twitter, on X, it's the message they are sending, right? So I don't have a good feeling about using Unity anymore, but I am thus far so far into my project that it will take a substantial amount of time to learn a new engine and to port my game. So because I know that I won't be affected by any of the new fees, rules, different changes, I won't be making a switch. And as Cigar says, if Unity is indeed dead, then it will be dead, and at that point I will make a port. But as I am on Unity Pro, by the time I make $1 million and sell 1 million copies, as I said in our Discord, I will buy everyone on Discord dinner. Because honestly, I don't think that's going to happen with Wrenched. I have said that after Wrenched, I will reevaluate the situation, will reevaluate what Unity is doing, and I might even pick up a new engine. But I do feel it's a big thing. It's a big thing. It's also difficult to switch to a new engine to get familiar with it as I am now with Unity, because I've also been working with Unity for how long? 10 years, I think. There's actually I think John from I always forget how his channel is named. The guy who's making the Viking game, something with mead, blood and mead. I believe it was him who said he was also not necessarily switching from Unity, as he was also feeling that he, as a former Flash developer, found a new way, right? Because Flash really died. I'm not really sure. Unity, of course, no one trusts them anymore, me included, right? I'm at their whim. But Flash really died. And if that happens to Unity and we need to switch over, then of course we're going to find our way, and we're going to make new games, and we're going to make different games in different software suites, and we're going to use different kinds of tools. We'll overcome that. But for now, I am staying in Unity because I would have nothing rather than a finished game. And if I'm going to port it right now, I'm guessing it will take a couple of months at least to do that, which is, it just sucks. But yeah, I can't really say anything else about it. I hate it. The message they're sending is that they don't like their devs, which is yeah. So yeah, Frost says they'll revert it probably. I hope they do. Honestly, I really hope they do, because it makes little sense. I know they keep saying, well, it will only affect a small subset of the developers, which I honestly think is true. I honestly don't think that I will feel anything of these changes, because I'm not going to sell 1 million copies and make and make at least $1 million. Because if you think about it, if I would sell 1 million copies and my game would cost, I don't know, $9.99, I would make way more, at least in gross revenue, than 1 million, right? Steam takes a cut, and like that is of course a big problem. But if I would still be dancing, and I would be really happy, because even with publishing deals and stuff like that, devs give away a large chunk of their revenue. But it's also about realizing, why do you want to make a game? I do fully believe if you want to get rich, making games is probably not the best thing to do. I don't necessarily want to get rich. I want to make something that you guys enjoy. I want to tell a story. I want to give you guys an experience. I want to pour my creative. I also see Wrench as a creative outlet, right? So I want this baby to come into the world, and I want people to play it. I want to see people laughing and having fun with my game, right? That's something I want to see. So it's a difficult discussion, but nevertheless, I am not happy with Unity, and the message they're sending is absolutely terrible. And the fact that they changed their terms of service after the fact is actually something that I find very, very disturbing. But I'm in too deep, man. I'm in too deep. I'm like the Key and Peele meme with the loco, the guy going loco. I'm in too deep. Let's see what everyone's saying in the chat, and then we'll continue. John A has been following me. Thank you. Video game music says my game looks promising enough to hit the lowest threshold. I take that as a very big compliment. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I may hope we can actually turn it into a like a saying. I hope you pay many Unity fees. Let's see. The big publisher studios are starting to boycott Unity. Yes, as a Unity. Yes, of course. So Frost says there have been a lot of devs that have been very vocal about disliking Unity. And don't get me wrong, I dislike Unity. I don't like what's going on. But as I have read as well in many of the statements from the studios, is they won't be switching because they can't, right? They've been investing money and time in making a game. You can't just say, I'm going to switch engines. That is a big problem. And I think that it might actually make it worse that Unity knows that is the case, right? So Lick says no one can be sure if they would pull something like that in the future again. Yeah, no, of course the trust is gone. Yeah. I honestly hope, what's the guy's name? John something, that he, like, I don't think we need him. No. Oh, thanks, Yusuf. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that you all believe in me. And I hope that I will be paying many Unity fees. Well, actually not. I also hope they revert it. I hope they do so. But it has been 4 days or something. 3 or 4 days. They have pedaled back. They have been changing a lot of stuff, right? Like first it was installs, but now it's no, we're not counting the double install. So they have been changing stuff, and they've been meddling with things and trying to change it. And for me, it's made it all just one big. I don't know anymore what's the front or the back or whatever that is, you know. So I hope they make it very clear what is going to happen. And again, I don't like it. I might not even start a new project in Unity. Perhaps it's time for something else. Maybe even Godot. I don't know. But for now, I'm still in Unity. I'm sticking with Unity, at least for now, because again, it will take me months to port the game. So it is, for now, what it is. I wanted to show you guys the factory level because I redid it. And that also comes back to, I think, a point Frost Game Dev made about how I plan my levels. So first I sort of make a length gray box, which basically, if you walk it, it shows you where to go, how long. Oh no, I'm sorry, guys. How long all the sections are. And I basically plan on top of that. But for this factory level, I actually made, 4 gray boxes. So I first made this one, which has a lot of different elements in it, but I wasn't happy with it. It just didn't feel good. Then I made another one. This is actually 3. I guess I deleted one in between. Might have. Which was this one that I showed you guys last time. But when I was playing through it, I was just not happy with it. And so I made another one. And with this one, I am... Oh, let me turn off isometric. With this one, I am much, much happier. So I also switched it up a little bit. So there are now 2 routes. You can go here, but you cannot go anywhere. These will be platforms that will be moving in and out of the wall in different phases. And the idea from this level was actually that it was a sole platformer level. So there won't be enemies in here, but the environment will be your real enemy. So this is a lot of walking, right? But this will, this is the demolition floor. So there's this factory that used to make robots during the war. In my story, there was this big war, right? There all the robots came from. And so you're walking through this old factory to restore the power to the factory, because there's this mysterious voice who's talking to you. And during this walking section, you will have communications with that voice. It will tell a story to you. It will tell you things. You will see the factory in the background. Now all the gears and stuff are actually turning and moving, but of course everything will be dark and will be turned off. And then you will go through here. And this will be a giant conveyor belt, but it will be off. And these blocks will sort of be debris falling down. Basically a little bit like the section in the tunnel after this, but there's like crushers here as well. These are like incinerator walls that will turn on and off, so you will have to time your movement. Here's another one. But these won't be here at this point, right? So you will only have them as you go this way. But it's a gray box, so I don't want to turn everything off. These platforms will be out, so they're not moving. And then at this point, you will get here. There's some more of these same elements. You have to go up here. You can actually go the other way, which is the way you have to go if you go back, but you will end up at the same position, right? So if you look at this, that might be nice to show you guys. So the way you normally would get here is from this side, right? So, but if you go this way, you actually get over here, or you can go all the way around and make like an easy escape sort of thing. So we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna go all around. There will be more story here. As I said, there's like this mysterious character following you as well, of which the voice might be. Oh wait, did I mess this up? I think I messed this up. How is that? How is that possible? Oh, you just need to go over there. Oh, but there's like this gap. Oh, that's dumb. But that's a gray box for you. I'll go this way. That is a gray box for you. So you will see more of the factory. You will see more of the things that you are going to face in a while. There's more walkways. And these are, of course, like maintenance platforms and stuff like that in this old factory. And then here at the start, you get to this giant power core, and here you need to do some, I think a little puzzle with some switches to turn the power back on. And then when you turn the power back on, of course, everything starts working and the light turns on and everything starts revving up. And so this will be a conveyor that will move in the back direction. Yeah, in that direction indeed. And stuff will be falling down, and there will be a crusher, and you need to avoid stuff, and there's like an incinerator here, but you need to jump on the blocks, but there will be fires shooting up. There'll be more of these things. The cogs will all be turning. These platforms will be going in and out. By the by, this thing turns around, and Carly is actually parented to this cog to make her turn, but only if she's on top of it. So you will move over here. These will be blocks. As soon as you stand on it, they will fall down in a couple of seconds. And now here... Ah! I thought I wanted to be quick. So here we are again at this section. Now I already remember this, right? So I could go that way, but I know that way leads back because I have already been there. So I will go up because I know I need to go back. Oh, do it again. I'm trying to be too fast, not looking ahead. Here will be some platforming towards the camera, which there is a minimum of. Now this will move that way, and you will have to again dodge debris, wait. Oh no, it will go this way because it will need to pull you into these incinerating walls. And there's crushers and stuff like that coming down. Well, you cannot go over there, which way you came. So you will have to go this way. Ooh. Go up. Whoa. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like some explosives. Right, doing some more platforming. Here you will have another entry to... So there's a door here, right? So you enter this room as soon as you entered the game. But this door was closed. But from the other side, you can actually open this door, so you can get in here again. I don't know, maybe to do something. I'm messing up. These will also be conveyors, so everything that is like dark gray will be conveyors. So platforming again. Some more dodging. This level shouldn't take too long. That's basically because it's sort of a... There will be a pickup here or something. Because it's sort of a palette cleanser from all the battling to just have some platforming. It shouldn't be too long. And then you are here again. And now that the power is on, there was an elevator here. You can actually take the elevator down. All right. Amazing. Lettuce. Eat some lettuce. Let me show you. Did we change anything? No. Let me show you. Hello, Ruan. Did I tell you guys that we were babysitting? Watching one of our friend's dogs. I did post a picture of this very good boy on our Discord server. His name is Ruan, which is Irish for some of you Irish folks out there, meaning redhead, like myself. I guess I am also a Ruan. He's so sweet, but he's under my desk right now, and I fear because I moved back because he was getting up. But if I move forward right now, I will hit him in the face. Watch out, boy. Watch out, boy. Oh, he's sleepy. He is sleepy. To be very honest, I would really like a dog of myself. And he's been with us for... He's going to be with us for 10 days in total. I think he's leaving next Tuesday. The kids absolutely love it. I love it. But my wife, not so much. She sees a lot of problems with the dog. And of course, you know, it's a thing having a dog. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We might have a channel dog very, very soon. So, all right. Here we have one of the first enemies, which is throwing bombs. And he's throwing bombs at an arc. But that is not the only thing. No, it's a bombardier. I could actually tell the bombardier to throw at the player. And now he will start throwing bombs at me. But he will throw them at the floor. But if I hit them... I don't know if I can hit them. Yes. Ah! Then he will throw them at me. And I am not really sure if I want to keep the arc. I want to add a ground target. We can also set his arc to be more... Oh, wow. I died. To be, like, larger. Which is fun, I guess. I can also make it smaller. I don't know what it was. 15, right? I think that's fine. Alright, the throw speed was something else. Yeah. Boom. Boom. So that is the bombardier. And these will be, of course, like on top of the ridges, throwing stuff down, making you explode. Oh, wait, why did I exit play mode? I don't know why. And I must be honest, ChatGPT helped me make this arcing motion, because that was something else. This is going to be another enemy. It's a drone which will fire bullets at you, and every once in a while sort of do a... I'm not really sure what it's going to be, but the purpose of this drone is sort of area control, right? So he needs to either shoot like a net or shoot a like a grid of slow-moving bullets that sort of linger around in a specific area, and then switch back to shooting at you. But this one also has a couple of different behaviors, and I've been playing around with that actually before stream a little bit. That is the bullet storm drone, and so I need to make a lot of new enemies, right? And the way I used to do it, I have this abstract enemy class, which has some function. Sorry, guys. Which has some functions like activating, deactivating, checking if the player is near, finding points near the player, doing all sorts of stuff like that. And then I would have a behavioral script. So I have one for like the boom bot and the burst ball, stuff like that. And that class basically handled everything else. But I started noticing that I was having a lot of the same movement patterns. So I want to create separate scripts for that. So I have here an enemy walk behavior, because this is also an inheritance from an enemy walk behavior class. And that basically tells this navmesh agent what to do. So in this case, stay away from player. So it will actually always stay away from the player, the set distance that I set it. So if I set this to 1, he will move to 1 unit away from me and always try to stay 1 unit away from me. Unless I say you don't have to stay at that distance. In this case, it will just stay stationary. Stationary? Yeah. Still. Yeah. Unless I move close to it, then it wants to keep that distance. I also have it look at the player, so now it basically does not rotate, and now it basically always looks at me. Right? This toggle actually doesn't work, because the reason it doesn't work is in code. If the toggle is on startup, it actually turns off the rotation of the navmesh, because I want to handle that myself. So if I toggle it off right now, you see that the navmesh is not rotating anymore. It's because that boolean is turned off. I think that should be... No, it's not. Somewhere in here, it's a different boolean. So I now have a script to stay away from the player. So if I have another enemy idea that I want to I don't know, I want to make something that, or let's say something else. Let's say I have a box that contains a prize, but it always moves away from the player. So if you catch it, or you like sort of drive it in a corner or something like that, then you can destroy it. I could now just place a Nefmash agent on that and add the stay away from player script, and it will automatically move, right? Move away. Or if I have another enemy which I also want to have this behavior, but perhaps not always look at the player or something like that, I could drop on this script and I would all of a sudden immediately have movement. And I could do this also with things like follow the player, or find a random point near the player and stuff like that, because I was noticing that in this drone I wanted to create this, but this is basically the behavior that the old money turret, which I actually changed up, also has, right? So I would basically have written all that behavior twice in 2 different scripts, and at that point I think it's, you know, it's better to make something like this. And if I want to prototype an enemy real quick, I can just drop this on and don't have to worry about anything. So I thought, for all the movement of all my bots, I'm going to do that. While I was playing around with this, I also figured out something I did not know about my own game, right? That you can actually jump, dash, and then do a double jump, which looks way cooler than jump, jump, dash, jump, dash, jump. What? And you can make sort of cool parkour moves by rolling after you land. Alright, so this enemy is of course in the air, so you would have to finally have an enemy which uses the jump attack to kill. Let me see if there's anything in the chat that might have come up. Any groups for learning Unreal together? Oh. Unreal honestly sort of frightens me a little bit. I don't necessarily know why. Maybe because I like to make sort of lower resolution games, low poly games, stuff like that. And I don't know why, but there's something in me that says, well, Unreal, that needs to be super high res and stuff like that. I know it's complete and utter, doesn't make sense, but you know, that's sort of the feeling I get from that. Der Animator also asks about the Unity situation. A couple of minutes ago, Der Animator, we did a whole rant about the Unity thing, so I'm not going in it. Unity bad, I have to stick with it. Don't like it, but that's basically the summary of the thing. Oh, the Rise says Unreal's like trying to understand quantum physics. I sort of feel the same, right? Because they have this blueprint system, and I am I'm not used to coding like that. Although I did make a lot of games in Construct 2 at the time, which also is visual scripting. But I have gotten used to C# so much that I wonder how I'd go with blueprints. And I know they have like C++, but that's a different thing altogether, right? I think Godot. I think you're right, Furious. Furious. Furfur. Oh, Furfur. I thought it said Führer. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I think I was seeing a German theme in the chat. Yeah. I also think Godot will be the next indie thing, but I also know that Godot isn't quite like that is one of the big problems, right? You can say all you want, but Unity, although half of the things don't work, the half of the things that work are of a sophisticated level that you can basically make anything you want, right? And Godot just, with the 4.0 release, they've made like giant leaps, but they're not yet, and that's the big thing, yet on the level of Unity. But this will most definitely also, I guess, inspire the open source scene to sort of, you know, kick into higher gear and make it work, right? Which would be awesome. Then I'm all for it. I don't know. We'll see. So this Bulletstorm drone, well, that one's not finished, so we're not going to place that. There is another one. I have a blast beetle. I have a blast beetle nest. It's a tiny nest here. Looking at it. Right in nature. Oh. Here we see the blast beetle's nest. Birthing children. So basically it will... wow, it pushed it away. Oh, it's also a nav mesh agent. This one will just spawn these tiny critters, and I will have to tweak their movement and stuff like that. But as soon as I touch them, they also explode. Everything explodes in this level. Now, I'm not really sure what is happening. Oh. But this one should keep spawning these tiny things until I destroy it. I will destroy it. Yes. I can also destroy these guys. Choo. Oh. I will also destroy these guys. All right, let's I don't know, man. Let's make what time? It's already an hour. Let's make some let's add some enemies, some bombardiers, and some blast beetles, and maybe make some deadly water. Let's start with that. Triton's Reach in the tunnel. How you doing, boy? Oh, he's asleep. He is a really good boy. If you're just joining, there's a dog underneath my desk. He of course is only staying here for a couple of days, and I'm not used to having anything underneath my desk, but I think he sees me as his caretaker, so he sort of clings to me. So if I go down right now, if I stand up, he will walk after me, which is of course not something that you will want in your own dog, right? You want to have him or her interact with every member of the family, but he sticks with me. He's only here for a couple of days, so I guess it's fine, right? And well, I work in my office here a couple of hours per day, so I have to be here, and he wants to be with me, so he has a little spot over there. Usually he's, if I zoom out, you can see all my crap. Usually he's lying over here near the drum kit, but he also often likes to lie underneath my desk. And the first day he was doing that, I'm not used to having anything underneath my desk, and so I basically moved my legs, but I like sucker kicked him full in the face, and it was terrible. But now I'm sort of used to him being here, so I have my feet back and he has all the space. I guess it's also nice and warm because of my computer blowing air, stuff like that. I don't know. I need to yeah. Oh, he's a good boy, though. All right, let's make some deadly water. Making deadly water shouldn't actually be difficult at all. So if I take this, I remove the mesh, but add a box collider. I will set this to is a trigger, and I will add a component which is called hit on impact. And I will make it deadly. Just do 99 damage. Same thing we're going to do with this one. Hit on impact. 99 damage. You know what I could actually do? Let's write some code as well. Yeah, code it. Oh, did you guys see my shirt? I'm wearing the merch. Now you're all like, wait, there's merch? Nah, not yet. Not yet. Hit on impact actually needs a collider. So since I'm going to be adding a lot of hit on impacts, I would also like it to add a collider right away. So let's make a require. Wait, you're not into not live on stream. So I've been having this problem. Well, perhaps one of you guys watching can help me. So I've been having this problem that ever since I updated my VS Code and my C# and Unity plugin, that Visual Studio Code doesn't recognize my project anymore. So now I am not really sure what to do. Perhaps I need to open my C# project and that will work. Because that's really annoying, because now it doesn't have IntelliSense and it doesn't know all the... See, it again does not open my project. Why not? Why not, VS Code? Why not? See, and it doesn't recognize it. I have noticed one thing, that often in the preferences during the external tools, it changes this to not say Visual Studio Code. And I think this actually fixes it, but that's really annoying that that keeps happening. Let's see if it works right now. Come on, VS Code. Yeah, see? Now it actually opens my folder. That's weird, right? Why would it reset that code to code.cm? That's actually really weird. Is it working already? Require. Auto Horizon actually says it. Yeah, there's an option. I see, but now it again. Oh, maybe it needs to open my project first. Wait. Okay, wait. I have to give it a second. My computer's it's an old beast. And I'm streaming, and I have my camera on, and I'm just watching stuff here. Yeah, no. Furfur says I need to. I might want to check the plugins and updates, but I actually did that, and that's what's causing the problem. All right, let's do some. VS Code, but it has been working fine all this time. But ever since I updated it started doing weird shit. See, the project is loaded. The project is not giving any problem. It is finding the references, and it should at this point. Yes. All right, so now it's loaded. All right, so it just takes a ton of time. Required, please. No? Right, it does right now. Was I that bad at typing? All right, type of. Well, it needs a collider. But let's always give it a box collider. So this might actually be a problem, because I'm not really sure if it always has a box collider, but it needs a collider. I know you can actually do like this. But I wonder which collider it will add. Well, we can check that, of course. We can check that actually really quick. That's the one I'm looking for. Let's see if this works. Because the nice thing is, if you make a required component and you... Yeah, Auto Horizon says just use collider. But will it add a box collider? Let's see if it does. So we'll remove the component. And now if we add a hit on impact, Ah, it says adding component field. Add required component type of box. Ah. So that sucks, because I'm not sure if it always uses a box glider. I will keep it in there anyway, because it's a good reminder. If I put something, if I put a hit on impact here, it will need a box glider. So now, already, we have deadly water. It's as easy as that. And actually, this one should also be deadly. I am so happy I added the ragdoll. Like, for real, though. I love the ragdoll. I like it. I could also have it do less damage, but I think instant death... Like, you want to have a lot of spawn points, right? And a lot of... Oh. So, alright. Instant death water. I could actually do the same for this one. Perhaps I will leave the mesh glider on, since it's... But they have to be convex and trigger. Oh well. 99 damage. Doing 99 damage. I could also not have it spawn a ragdoll, but I want to. I could also do it like this, Lex. You know, like smart people. If I get my tongue out, it's serious business. I'm exaggerating it a little bit right now, but I actually do that. If I am very concentrated, I will stick my tongue out. Alright, so now all the water should be deadly. I could use my conveyor belt script to make these things move. But I think I want to rewrite that script. I could try it. Let's just try it. For the fun of it, why not? Would that actually work? Conveyor belt needs a rigid body, right? Should be. Oh, it's people outside. It should be. Oh, it doesn't need it. That's the thing. But I do feel I'm going to use it. Is it the first one? Yeah. So these things will need to be on top of it. Do they also need to have rigid bodies? I think they do, actually. Let's see what happens really quickly in the scene. They just fall through. Well, that is very nice, because I made this collider a trigger. Wow, I'm spitting. Oh, that's actually going to be a problem. So I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Play unfocused. I cannot do that. So this won't work, at least not for this situation. Wait a second. Why are you guys... Hello, can I have this one? Why are you falling through? These have colliders. They have rigid bodies. They are not doing anything specific. This one is active. Now the whole thing is falling down. What's going on? What's going on? Why are they falling through? Let me remove this. Oh, yeah, well, all right. Let me remove that one as well. What's going on here, guys? They are not in there, right? No. Why would they fall through? Why would they fall through? Wait, this one has a collider. No, this one does not have a collider anymore because I removed it. All right, thank you. Thank you, good night. All right, but it has a collider now. It's not the conveyor belt, is it? Why would these... Give me a box collider so I can see it. See? Now it stays on top. It has to do with that stupid mesh collider. I don't know why. Alright, but now I do not know why is my conveyor belt not working. That is really weird. Oh wait, let me tag it as a conveyor. Let's see what happens. I'm waiting for it to start. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Well, but actually the thing that's going on right here is the player. Where is it? Oh, it's here. So the player conveyor, nice, see the pun I did there, is separate from the object conveyor. I do find it weird that the texture is not scrolling. The texture should be scrolling. I think my conveyor script. Oh wait, it's off. Why is it off? Oh, now it works. Because it was turned off. Well, that's just dumb. That's just dumb. So it actually works. Alright, that's cool. Goodbye. Alright. So this needs to be over X. It needs to be inversed. And I don't know, 15. Then this one can go. This one needs to be duplicated and can go over here. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. See what happens, bro. Oh, it's gonna fall. Oh, plums. Oh, wait, splash. You can make them bob a bit. This is actually what I thought would happen. Thinking of it right now, you would have to have an sort of an endless supply of these platforms and things, because these three, they will fall off right now. And then you're basically fucked. So you would have to have a steady stream of platforms coming in. So I'm not going to make that right now, but you guys get the idea, right? Rigid body. A rigid body. I'm gonna make it a hit again. I'll have to mess around with that a bit. Wait, these guys are now also rigid bodies, which they don't have to be. Will they stay on? Yeah, all right. And now if I touch it, ah! Oh, whoa, okay. That's a bit aggressive. Ah, animator says you could reposition them. Object pooling would be a great idea anyway. Like if they fall off here, they fall into a black abyss and they just get plopped back right here at the start. But they would have to come from somewhere, or I could have them come from bloop, like underneath, right? Like sort of they're bubbling up from somewhere. I like that idea though. All right, but let us add some. Oh, I'm sorry, boy. See, I did it again. I was just telling you the story that I wasn't used to. Do you want to say hi to the people? Come here, boy. Come here. Come here, boy. You want to say hi to the people? Do you want to say hi to the people? Say hi to the people. This is Ruan. See? He looks like me as well. You're a famous dog right now. Yes. Yeah. You're a good boy, though. Are you going to lie in your spot? Go lie in your spot. Yes. Go lie in your spot. Good boy. Sorry for kicking you. Yes. Oh, I like you too. Go lie. Go down. Ruan, down. Good boy. All right. Where were we? Yes, we were going to add some. Looks like a teddy. Yes, he's very cute. You can imagine with all. I have 3 small kids, and when I go to pick them up at school, I of course take Ruan because if you go for a walk, why not take the dog? And all the kids there are like, oh, he's so cute, can I pet him, he's so fluffy. Alright, let's add some bombardiers and see how it feels. So I can add one over here. I will add one over here. And the way I made them is I now have a bombardier here. I will add a empty enemies. I will have a enemy inside of the gray box. Go down, boy. Go down. He's like, no. He doesn't listen very well to me. He is actually, I guess he speaks English because his boss is also, Irish. Good boy. So I think he responds to English commands. Look, he's over there. In his spot right next to the sword. That's so cute. That's so cute. He's so cute. All right, back to the regular programming. So the way I made this enemy is he has a target, which is basically a transform. And I can put that transform anywhere I want. And so if I don't want him to throw at the player, I can actually have him throw at this. So I will have this enemy right here. I should have positioned it a little bit better. I want to have this one like right up here and then throw bombs right on this platform. And now, if I press play, this enemy is not active, so I don't see an arc, which is indeed the way it's supposed to work. So now if I go here, he should be activated and he should start lobbing bombs down. Now there's one problem, which I'm realizing right now is a problem because of this enemy. Autorizer says if he's Irish, he'll only respawn if he's drunk or if I'm drunk. There's a sit down, boy. Sit down. See, it's working. So this one is lobbing bombs. But as you can see, what is happening, as soon as I get down here, he stops. And you know why he stops? Because that is exactly what I have programmed. That's exactly... It's intended behavior. No. Well, yes, it is intended behavior, because what it is that I'm saying is... when I was making the Sunken City levels, I was noticing that... So when I click on this enemy, you see this green sphere. This green sphere is its activation range. So I can set it like bigger, which I think in this case might be actually fun. So that you hear some explosions, right, as soon as you ride up. But the problem is, so if I imagine... Well, for you guys who have been watching the channel, you know the Sunken City, right? It has multiple floors, multiple stories. And so at some points, there were enemies that were on different platforms, which were further up, and you were down here. And they would activate because you were actually inside of this sphere. So technically, if I was at this point in the sphere, like right over here, this enemy would activate, which would be, you know, that would actually not make sense at all. So what I also started checking is if you are sort of within an Y boundary of the enemy before I activate the actual enemy. But in this case, that becomes a problem, because I actually do not want that, because I want to activate this enemy regardless of the fact if you are in its plane, right? So I'm actually going to adjust that. I will have to make something for that. I'm going to take off my headphones because I do not hear myself. Because last time we were having some echo, and that was actually because I was monitoring over my audio. It makes it all weird. Why are you scratching up, boy? What's going on? You want to program with us? What time is it? It's not time to go for a walk. Nope, not yet. All right, so here we are in enemy, and we're going to add a... we're going to add a boolean. That's what we're going to add. Now, I'm very good at naming my booleans and variables. So, down boy, what's... He wants attention. Well, come here then. Come program with us. Come here. One, 2, 3. Come here. Come sit on my lap. You can program with us. Oh, they cannot see you. Well, if we're going to have a dog, they also are going to want to have to see you. Don't lick me. He's licking me. Don't do that, you funny boy. Mwah, funny boy. All right. Don't check y equals false. Don't check y? No. Let's call it always activate. Ruan, I cannot focus if you keep licking me like that. Don't do that. I have to wash my arm. Always activate. Always activate? I like that. So, if we go here, we have a check activation, and this one actually checks if the player is within a Y, but I'm thinking right now, so there are, of course, a couple of things you could do, right? I could implement another... Well, there's also flies here. Oh, crap, my window's open. And my lights are on. It's mosquito heaven here. I could implement a different set of ifs and elses right here to check this. But I could also, because now basically... Ruan, stop. That was a mosquito. Kill it. You go catch the mosquitoes. Stop licking me, catch the mosquitoes. Or write code with me. I promised everyone that you would write better code than me, so you would have to. I now hard set like the range. Oh, there's like this dead zone as well. Ah. Yeah, you go lie down. No, okay, so we are going to add another if or else. So we're going to do that right here. So we're going to say if, let's say not always activate. You know how difficult it is to type when a dog is licking your arm? Stop it, Ruan. Otherwise you have to go down. So if Ruan, stop it. You have to go down. Go. Goodbye. Now the people can see my beautiful face again. If always activate is true, then we don't have to do that. We can do that like so, right? So this and not always activate. This also works, right? Why are you sneezing? Why is it grayed out? Why is that? Did I do something wrong? No, this should be correct, right? Because of the parentheses. Why is it grayed out though? That is weird. Or am I missing? Why is it grayed out? I think this works because it says this is only true. No, does that work? So this part of the statement is only true if this and no, because otherwise it's false. No, this doesn't work. No. That's wrong. Always activated isn't used. No, the whole thing was just wrong because it's not the fact that this is. I don't want to check this. Let's just do it the way I wanted to do it. So I'm going to say. I'm going to check this. Yeah, they also have to have line of sight. Wait, do they? But this sort of goes... I have to check this. What does line cast do? But I think... if not line cast, we can see the player, but we also want to be slightly on the same level. So if you... But this says if you can't draw a line from your position to the player's position. Right? That is weird. Lex, you are weird. Why am I doing this? If you can draw a line... Let's see what happens if I do it like this. Doesn't really matter. If always activate, then I'm going to say activate the player, else. And here we are going to say else if, of course. Activate the player. Yes, you are absolutely right. I should do that. I should do that. I'm not going to right now, but I should do that. For the deactivation, it is actually the same. Because I want to say here, if always activate, then just deactivate. I actually hate these brackets. I don't know why I put them there. Else, if yeah, because otherwise he deactivates. Wow, I could just copy this. So this should do what we want. Always active should be set to false. So now, if it is smaller, so the player is inside the activation range, the enemy is not active, because if he's active, we don't have to activate him, and he's not dead. If always activate is on, we just activate the enemy without further ado, and otherwise, if it is off, then we will check if the position is within a set range, and then we activate. Otherwise, we do nothing. I'm not really sure why this was there. Deactivate the same. So if, that's for clarity's sake, put this one here. So if the enemy is active and you leave its activation range, then if you're always active, we just deactivate you. And otherwise, if you're not always active, then we need to check if you are outside of it. See, I think this should work. Furfur says, I say that to myself as well all the time. I should do that, and then weeks later I'm I'm like, which idiot wrote this code? Oh wait, I did. Yes, I did. I honestly don't get the line cast. I'm not really sure what's happening with the line cast. See, he's active right now. As soon as I move out of the area, he should deactivate. That is. Oh wait, Carly is not. Oh wow, she doesn't respawn if I'm in debug. I never knew that. This actually worked as intended because now her collider is off. So as you can see, oh no, wait, he did turn on. That is weird, actually. I just want to see if she turns off. So now he's on, throwing stuff. Oh wait, he's not always active. Oh, but that's also funny. So now that actually works. Because always active is true. So as soon as he enters, he's active. But alright, but now he never turns off again. So let's not put him in always active. So now you would actually say that I am below more than 15 units below. So what does line cast actually do? Let me check that out. Unity line cast. Line cast. Let's check that out. Unity line cast. Returns true if any collider intersecting. If there is any collider intersecting between. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. All right. So linecast, I've actually been using that right. So if not, means there are no colliders in between. So this actually means you can see the player. That is interesting. Do I still want that? So that would mean Was that ever true? So that would mean if there was like a wall and you were behind it and an enemy was at the other side of the wall, I actually do want that. But this means the enemy has to see you to activate. But they have like advanced sensors and stuff like that, right? I actually don't think I want that. Nevertheless, it still doesn't work because right. So it checks else. So this works. But if always activate isn't true, then if this is true, but that didn't work, right? So it depends on how many units this is, of course. So with the always activate, what do I want to see? Oh wait, but the problem was he doesn't deactivate, right? So let's say this should all be fine, but now I leave its range. And now it should deactivate, but this tells me. So this tells me I am, and that makes sense, of course, if we walk through it. It makes sense if we walk through it. Further forgot what kind of problem we were solving. Well, the problem that we're solving is the fact that I programmed in that if you were on a different level than the enemy would deactivate. But this enemy needs to always stay active. But I know what the problem is because it actually says right here. So it says if you're outside of the range and the enemy is active, which we were outside of the range and the enemy was active, and then we said, hey, are you always active? No, I'm not. And then we said, hey, are your Y positions further apart than 15 units? And we weren't, because we were on the same platform, which is, I guess, I don't know, a unit of, or 6. So it was like, fuck that, I'm not going to deactivate. So the problem here is we actually need to do it like this, because that's what we want to do. So if you are outside of its range and the enemy is active, just deactivate it because you're outside of its range, so it needs to deactivate. All right. Or else, if we're further away than 15 and the enemy is active and we are not always active, so this means we are further up or down 15 units, the enemy is active and we don't want him to be always active, then we deactivate. Yeah. Let me comment this in. Line cast returns true. True. If there are no colliders between start and end. So line of sight. That's actually good to know. If you ever want a line of sight, just use a line cast. All right. Oh. No, stay down, boy. Because he's so attached to me, like every time I stand up, he also stands up. You guys wait 2 seconds. I have to close my windows. Because otherwise, I will be regretting this. It's okay, boy. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna go yet. We're not gonna go yet. There's like a ton of mosquitoes in here. It's like, ugh. All right, now it should work. Scratchy boy. All right, let's check it out. Now I leave, and he deactivates. Now I enter, and he activates. So now when I go up, see, now I'm 15 units away, and he activates again. Nice! And now I say, all right, so always activate. And now if I move up, he will stay active until I leave. I guess I am outside of the... Yes, I am outside. But now he activates again. Nice! So that is what we wanted. Huh! So now I could give this guy like a bigger arc. I kind of like it. It's a kind of shame you don't really see him. I might need to fix that. Ah. All right. Am I setting always? No, I'm not. I'm not toggling always active. Because that is like a core behavior that I want this bombardier to have, or at least in this stage. So no, I am not toggling that. Now I could have another one right here, which is actually targeting the player, which might be fun. Maybe I even want another one here. Ooh, this one might actually throw at this one. I don't know. It might make it too difficult. Oh wait, and I also wanted to have two up here. That was what I was gonna do. Navigation static. Bake! We're gonna be baking, boys. This one. Let's move this one up here. And I want these two... I don't think I want them to throw at... Wait, what are you doing? At the player, but I want to have them throw right somewhere. Wow. He's up high. Somewhere along the lines of here. Maybe I want another one here. But that one is throwing at the player. That might actually be nice. So this one would also need to be static. Let's just do it like that. But this... What? Oh, he's over there. He's all the way in the dark. This one might actually throw at the player. I don't know. So you can see this guy like throwing his bombs. And you're like, oh, this guy throws far. I think I also want to have that one. Ah! It's funny though. Oh, you can see the target. Ah! So this one needs a smaller activation range, like this. This guy. Oh, I can actually move up there. Now I also thought about like the like the ones that throw at a target, if you get close enough that they start throwing at you, but that is something that I will have to test a little bit. One thing I wanted to do as well is like right over here. Let's make this also a nav mesh. I want to have a nest right here. A nest that spawns those blast beetles. And the way this one works, it is actually it's basically not, well, the blast beetles themselves are of course enemies, but this one is basically, I have a script that's a prefab spawner, and I have a timed event, and basically every 2 seconds this event fires. But it only fires when activate when player near, so it only activates with it if the player is in what range? I don't even know. I think I need to set that. I want to actually set that. So as a serialized field, private, float. And let's also call this activation range. We'll now set it to 40. Timed event. I'm actually using the exact same code. So I also do not want the line cast here. And I want to have this be activation range and this activation range plus a small whatchamacallit? Small margin. Because otherwise, if you're right on that edge, it will start toggling and flipping and doing weird stuff. So you basically want to have sort of a dead zone in there. Let's make this a little bit smaller. I'm not drawing it, but that's fine. And I'll have it spawn. Spawn a lot. So spawn a lot. Oh yeah, so I also need to adjust that range because this one, I like the idea of it throwing bombs at you. I'm also not really sure if they are static or if you get too close they will actually try to run away from you. So this thing should start spawning. Oh, this one's really annoying. Oh, wait. Oh. Hello? Oh, I think they are stuck. Alright, so let's not place that thing right over there. I think they are stuck on the small nav mesh edge. Nav mesh is not, in things like this, it's not particularly great. Particularly, whatever. And that is also because the agent radius might be a bit too large. Not really sure how to fix this. I think placing it over here might work. Let's check that out real quick. It should be spawning a lot of stuff, but it's not. Ah. I think they need to go much, much faster. They are annoying though. Oh, now you guys want to wall jump? Ah! Kill them! Kill them with fire! I'm not really sure why it's not consistently spawning in new things. It's a bit weird. it because it is pooling enemies? Let's see if that's the problem. Blast beetle. Oh. Ooh. Oh, needs to be an asset. A blast beetle. Just spawn in and destroy new ones every second. They're active when the player's in range 40 then? I don't know. Spawn them, you devil. You devilish machine. Follow me, babies. Follow me. I could also have bombs explode these blast bots. That might actually be... Ah, stop it. That might actually be a crazy... let's see, if I go to this one and I set its bomb to none, then I believe this one... So I basically have factions in the game, right? Because at some points, as of now, these bombs don't kill these bots, but now they should. Because they are of a different faction. Oh, wait, it only... No, wait, none doesn't work. Because it does not check a none. Prop works fine. Yeah, I like that idea, Furfur, to already have a couple walking around. Let's see if they actually explode right now because of the bomb. They should. Why don't you? It's actually weird. Oh, wait. It's because the destructible is of the type bot. LOL. So this means that when it explodes, it can destroy props. That's a fun thing. So that would mean they would destroy each other. So let's make this a player and let's make this bomb a bot. We're just making it a player. I'm not sure if I want this, but I want my system to work. But apparently my system is a bit unclear. Yes. So you see, now they explode. Wow, why is that? The bombs actually also destroy the blast beetles, which I think is really fun. Ah! But that would make it a bit too easy. So we're not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. This one's also bot. So yes, I actually like that idea. I could just basically put 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just put them like randomly here, right? And now they're just chilling. So... Oh, yeah. I did not yet get hit. I love it. That's actually quite fun. Stop throwing at me. So his range definitely needs to be smaller. And I'm still wondering what would happen if I'm next to this enemy. Like, right, will he start running away? for which I could use my script that I made earlier. I could just pop that on and activate it as soon as the player is near. And that might actually be pretty cool, so that it would sort of try and protect itself. Like, so the idea is that it would, how do you say, position itself in high positions, but then when you get close, it would just sort of start running away and start throwing at you. That might actually be fun. Could we do that? Could I do that? Of course. So I'll just add EW stay away from player. I will not set it to active, and I will set it to it always wants to try and stay. Doesn't need to stay at the distance, but it wants to stay at 10. And then in this behavior, so it now has 0 behavior. Well, it does not have 0 behavior, but it has 0 moving behavior. So what I could say is I could check. Where's one? Oh, he's over there. If, and let me just copy this code. So if at any point the player comes within, let's say a range of 10 units. Well, but that's of course, now we go, thanks for being here, goodbye. Now of course we need that line cast. And now let's make it, for now let's just do it like this. Because again, this also starts working then if you're like within Y. The Y also is calculated with this, because this is basically a distance or I could just take this no, because you never know if it's no, let's just keep it like this for now. We can always, check it out. So this means if the enemy is close, if the player is close, then what I could do is I could check if get component. So if it has an EW stay away from player. So if it has this script, then I could basically do this. Activate. Yes. So now it starts activating, and I could say throw at player equals true. So now it will start running away from the player, and it will start throwing at the player. I have no idea how this is going to work out. Oh, I also have to deactivate it again. I guess, yeah. Let's see. Let's just see what happens. So this one's happily throwing his bombs, his sex bombs. So now, when I get close to him, he's going to do nothing because he does not have the script. Let me apply this to the prefab. All right, so now everyone has that script. See, now he starts walking away. He starts trying to walk away. He still rotates at his own pace, and he's throwing stuff at me. Why are you throwing stuff at me? So I did not adjust their NavMesh agent, so their speed is probably like still 3 point whatever, because I didn't didn't think they were going to move, but apparently they are going to move. Can I get up here? No, I want to get up here. So this one should start moving. Yeah, I like that. It at least gives it a little, gives them a little bit of life. Let's make them crazy fast. Wait, that's a nest. The bombardier. Let's make them crazy fast, but let's have them not accelerate really fast. Their angular speed, I just turned that up way high because that basically makes them turn really snappy, because otherwise it looks a bit weird. Ah. Right, so he doesn't accelerate fast. Wow, this is making it really hard. Especially since I have my normal is 5. No problems here. Oh, oh, hold up. Stop tossing bombs at me. You are not gonna hit me. Never gonna hit me. So they're not supposed to be like a threat, right? But I do feel that it's nice and reactive of them to, if you're near and you're trying to attack them, that they would do something, right? They're not like turrets or something like that. I do imagine them actually being robots. So it makes sense that they sort of start to react when you're near, right? I trigger it now on you being close, but I could also trigger it and give them like an extra health and trigger it on when they're hit. That might actually make more sense. Although it would have them be... I'm just trying to think out loud here. Right? So it would have them be throwing their bombs. I don't know what they are. They are... Perhaps they're like... Most video games, they spew them out of their mouth. Like the ping pong ball. And they're like just doing that. Perhaps they don't have any eyes. And then you get hit and they're like... If they could also be like frantically spewing bombs like when they get hit, like that might also be fun. I could very easily. So throw at player. Also we could do like the throw speed and the time. We could just multiply them. So we say throw speed plus equals. This is at 10. That might be way too much. It's at 5. And throw time equals throw time divided by 2. Twice as fast. We're gonna be twice as fast. I can't talk Irish. Spitting with a flamethrower. I actually have an enemy which does that, but they are in a different level because and it's not a flamethrower, but it's like lasers. I added that. People are like, "What? You have that?" Yes, I do. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's happening there? Oh, wait. There was... like I said... ChatGPT wrote this code. Thank you, ChatGPT. Or at least the arcing thing. Wow, I don't know what happens. The Bézier thing and the following the trajectory. But time is really weird. Time has to be 1, otherwise it doesn't work. So I cannot. I have to dive into the code. I'm sorry. I was reading a comment by Devilmass. Welcome for just logging in, asking if it was Irish that I was just speaking. And I was thinking that I would have a terrible Irish. Yes, it was actually. That is because I'm dog sitting an Irish pup who is sleeping right over there, in the back. You cannot really see him. He's Irish. He has an Irish name called Ruan. And so yes, actually I was talking Irish. All right, let's see. Oh, now he's going so fast that he keeps fucking up. Whoa there. Was how? So if the throw time is 1, that actually breaks stuff? Why? Why would it? Of this bombardier drone. 1 Mississippi. Throw time is throw time divided by 2. Does this actually do anything? Yes, it does. 1. Which one am I adjusting? I'm adjusting that one. Wow. That's weird, right? Because I actually thought it was going faster. That's actually really weird. See, it can be 1. Oh, I know what's happening. Of course. A horse, of course. So what is happening is this is always true. Did anyone say that? Yeah, my accents aren't that good. So Nuggets, while we're talking about dogs and all other stuff, I forgot that this just keeps triggering. So basically, it just keeps saying, all right, we'll divide it. So I need to... I could make a boolean, call it fleeing, or I could... I like that. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's call a private bool. Privat. Private bool. Fleeing equals false. Because he not be fleeing. And not fleeing. If he is, then fleeing be true. And then in this is an enemy, right? Yeah, which has a reset function. It has a public override void reset. Reset, please. What? That's weird. It does. What? You guys are seeing this, right? Reset. I type a bracket. And it removes half my... I've never seen that. Base dot reset. And then here I want to set freedom to false. False. What? Is my keyboard different Windows? No. Because I can switch it to Mac and Windows? No. Alright, that's really weird. So now it stops
fleeing after it's dead. There's a reset function in the enemy for when you reload and stuff like that. Yeah, right. So now it actually shouldn't be a problem when I go near them. He should start firing faster, and he is. Whoa, 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 whoa! I really need to adjust the explosive because I ain't seeing crap. But the way that he's shooting faster makes him really dangerous. Stop it! Stop it! Alright, let me do that again, but let me actually try. Because I think if I steamroll... I was trying to see how fast they would go if I just steamroll them. Yeah, so that's way better. That was kind of interesting, though. I like it. I like the fact that he's faster. Touch the water and die. Hey, I didn't die from that water. That was lame. Why not? Oh. Oh. That was some expert jumping right there. Ah! Ah! Do it again. Do it again. I might have actually made this a little bit too hard. The bombs do 1 damage, right? Or 2? Oh, 2. Okay. See, now it becomes interesting if this one would actually already engage me. I do like the fact that it's going faster because he's like, ah! We're under attack! Siege the attacker! Do I die here? Yeah. And I would, of course, not have like a for this area. I would have like a checkpoint on this tile. Instead of the drone thing, I could also have like on each of these pillars like a bomb thrower, but they throw bombs at you. Let me try that. That might actually be fun. That might actually be fun. And then a lot of these things at the bottom. Wait, that's... I might be onto something. Let me try a little something here. Let me try a little something here. Should have put these on the bottom. Just 2 of these things. Let's have all... Oh, wait. Oh, that's like a giant floor. That's not good. Let me... make this really quickly into a small floor. Like so. Then I want to have them here, here, and here. Because that one's dead. Bake. Bake 'em. Bacon. Bacon pancakes. Yes. So I want one here. Let's move them down. Let's have these always activate and throw at the player. Oh, that's going to be way too difficult, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, that's going to be terrible. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, they're transported down. That's sad. Sad. I'm sad. And why aren't you guys spawning in those things? It does look fun. Ah! So much bombs, but why did these? Just because they are too small? All right. How small do they need to be? Or how small can they be? Okay, so they have to be this small. 1.2. All right. So now they want to stay on there, or still not? Yeah, so now they want to stay on there. No. Oh, this is terrible. Let's try again. I love it though. I actually think these enemies are really, really fun. Oh, wait up. Hold up. Ooh, so that's... And now he starts going fat. Mother... Alright, let me go... Let me go again. I will defeat them. And after I've defeated them, I will call it a night and go walk this little friend of ours. Bro! Almost died there. I thought about actually making these things follow you like everywhere, but because they are like a NavMesh agent right now, I can't. But I would love for them to just crawl over everything. So I think I'm going to check out if that is something that I can make, so that they are like, oh no, that was cheating. That was cheating. So that they're like actual bugs, like crawling on everything. I'm gonna see if I can make that. That would be fun. So now I'm here with only 2 health. Well, that sucks. Oh, these are already dead. These are already dead. I think the acceleration of the blast beetles isn't properly set yet. I like it. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna try one more time. One last time. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Let's see if I can actually get through the level. Like, for real. Whoa, 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 whoa. 3 hits? Did I give them 3 hits? Apparently. I'm gonna take the pro route. Skip almost all the bombs. I think you need to kill the nest first, of course. Oh, I almost dodge rolled. Can I dodge roll this? Yes, you can. Whoop. Well, that's cool. Because when you dodge roll, you're invulnerable. Let's see if this thing actually kills me. Yeah, it does. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I was here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Dodge roll through the water. Oh! I dodge... Ah, crap. I'm still working on the dodge roll, guys, so just so you know. You can actually roll off of things, which I thought I like, but it's also giving me some trouble, because you can actually cancel the roll. Oh, well, these need to be fixed. You can cancel the roll. Like a dodge cancel, but yeah, it's difficult. Ah! Crap. Oh, these blast beetles need to be way, way faster. They need to be way faster than you. Oh wait, there's still a nest here. But so why isn't it spawning? That's weird, right? There's something going on. There's something going on with this thing. There's something going on with this thing. Why are you not spawning new things? Oh wait, is this the same problem with me being higher? Yes, it is. So I want that thing to be always active. Let me see if we can... the nest. Oh wait, let me grab these ones as well while we're in here anyway. Let's go into the nest. Because that is probably the timer. Checking if the player is near. But that basically, yeah, so that also checks that activation range. No, wait. No, I did it all wrong. I did it all wrong. So this is the activation range, but then this one now also checks for Y value, but I don't want that. The timed event can just always go. Don't think you need that. Yes. Yes. All right, so that fixes that. Oh. Let me see if that works, and then I'm going to walk the boy. Also, really quickly, spawn blast beetle. It is already pretty fast. Acceleration. Instant acceleration. Let those boys get you. They're gonna get you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now they're a bit too difficult. This is... Alright, I made them impossible. Made them impossible to deal with. So now they are impossible to deal with. That is not fun. So I will maybe leave the acceleration lower and their speed again to 12. No, I thought they were a bit slow. I would like them to sort of be almost as fast as Carly, or and when they ramp up. Ooh. I also made the nest spawn too many of those things right now, right? You can actually dodge roll through them and they will explode, but you won't take damage. That's nice. Well, this, of course, as you can see, needs a lot of tweaking, but that tweaking will not be done today. No, it will not. But we actually fixed the spawner. So that was one of the things I was going to check. It's the fact that it should be spawning, yeah, and it actually, despite the fact that I died. See, they are spawning beetles right now. They're not walking out because they need to have some default behavior, which they don't have. Some of my enemies idle around, and I want to have that as well on the beetle. This is very, very difficult. I am going to play around with this, tweak this, and make sure it's fun. I agree with Der Animator that it needs to be hard. I like a challenge, but it also needs to be fun. And this is not yet very fun. It's difficult, and well, it is sort of fun because I want to keep playing it, but it is also not fun because I keep dying. And at some point you would have to, you know... Oh, look at those beetles. Stop throwing at me. They just keep coming. You need to kill the nests. All right. Thank you, guys. Let me just say it was amazing. Oh, wait. What did I save? I saved my Streamlabs. Well, that's very good. Let's also save the things that we did in Unity. Made some cool things tonight. Again. Always on stream I make cool things. That is because you guys give me... You are my muse, my inspiration, and everything in between. I'm going to play around with this. I'm going to tweak the things. And like I said, I would really love to try and make the blast beetle sort of be able to walk on any surface. I guess that will be really difficult to make something that can walk on colliders, or perhaps it's really easy. Maybe as easy as raycasting down and rotating the object around. I will have a look at it. In any case, I would like to thank everyone for being here. Thanks for the question. Thanks for the talk. Thanks for, you know, hanging out. Thanks for talking about Unity, although I didn't want to talk about it. In any case, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you. Oh, nobody said, just tune in at the end. Oh no! When will your next stream be? I will stream next week. As I said before, or right after my holiday, I wanted to do some more streaming. I want to try and stream twice a week, actually, but that's been somewhat of a challenge. But I think I do not have my agenda up in my head, but I think next Tuesday there will be a stream. And again, I hope on Friday. So, tune in then, or you know what? Join our Discord. I will always drop it in there. And I will see everybody hopefully in the next stream. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great night. Goodbye.